There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here. There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here. Hey everybody, Mark Shepard, the Better Man Project, and I took my girlfriend out to dinner last night, and we eat at the bar because it's nice to sit side by side. And by the way, I highly recommend on any first date that you sit with your date side by side. So sitting at a bar, a coffee bar, a wine bar, any kind of bar rather than across from each other at a table. It's a lot better to be kind of at an angle to each other. But that's aside from the point. We were kind of towards the end of the bar, and there were two young women over, on the side of the bar. So I could kind of see one woman's T-shirt, and it basically said, "Raise boys and girls the same way." And we were sitting close enough so I could overhear her conversation. And it turns out she and her friend were both teachers. Now, they're young teachers, right? But raise boys and girls the same way, right? That is the sentiment that is literally a toxic cultural paradigm that is being installed in more and more people, and particularly young women. And ladies, we are equal under the law. Women, men are equal under the law, and I applaud that. However, we are not the same. And trying to raise boys the way you would raise girls with all the same expectations that they will be just like fucking girls, or even vice versa, that we're going to raise girls to be masculine little boys, like, okay, there's something deeply wrong with this. And even my girlfriend, who is a pretty ardent feminist, was like, that's bullshit. Like, that's a false belief that's being installed and subscribed to without really a whole lot of thinking. So here's what I want to say, and this is a message to women and men. Please, can we stop trying to deny that there are differences in males and females? Can we please celebrate the feminine? Can we celebrate the masculine? And by the masculine, I mean the healthy masculine. I don't mean the bully, the brutish, shitty masculine, right? And by feminine, I don't mean weak. I don't mean anything derogatory, right? And men and women both have masculine and feminine energies, but in order for us to be attracted to each other sexually, heterosexually, and again, this is no judgment against people who are not heterosexual. All I'm saying is that a man and a woman want to be attracted, okay? Let's say she's hetero and he's hetero, and they actually want to connect with each other. They're different. They're not the freaking same. Okay? Can we just get over that? So guys, and I see so many effeminized men who are like so afraid. And women are repulsed by that. And yet at the same time, what women say they want is sensitive men. But what they really want are men who are sensitive to their feelings, but who are strong enough to be the lighthouse and the rock upon which the waves of their emotions can fall and not harm. And women forget that men are human and we have feelings, and then despise us for having those feelings, right? And it's just a weird thing. So guys, you're going to have to learn how to be strong, and you're going to learn how to not base your world on a woman's opinion of you. And that's why you need happy, healthy, strong friends with dudes, right? Does that make sense? So that you can look to your guys for support, so that then you can be the support to your woman, right? And women will flock to men who are powerful in a gentle and emotionally grounded way, because it will make them feel safe. And that, for women, is sexy. But that's different than how men are wired. Men are visually oriented. If a woman looks a certain way, boom, you've got our attention, ladies. Right? And young, healthy, physically fit women are biologically what we are biologically supposed to be attracted to at any age. So then shaming us, an older man, for being attracted to a younger woman physically just doesn't make sense evolutionarily. And it may make total and complete sense once that older man gets to know that younger woman and realizes that, oh, you know what? She's really young and I prefer women my age. But to shame men just for being attracted is wrong, ladies. And it's really, you don't want it. Because if we weren't attracted to younger women, the human race would have gone extinct a long time ago. All right? And yes, the culture has changed, but you cannot argue with 1,000,000 years of evolution versus 60 years of feminism. And I think a lot of the women in the feminist movement have misunderstood. And it's not about hating men. It's not about making men wrong for being men. It's about stepping into your feminine power as a woman as equal under the law, and yet deeply and magically and wonderfully different. So viva la différence, people. Please do not raise your boys and girls the same, because we're not the same. And boys need certain things in our psyche to be complete and whole, healthy males. And it's not the same as what girls need to be healthy and whole females. And again, this is in no way meant to say anything other than we're equal, but we're not the same.
There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here. There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here.